Hey, what's going on everyone? If you're hoping for a Red Dead Redemption 2 DLC for the campaign mode, it looks like we're not having that anytime soon. Or we might not get it at all, to be completely honest. To be clear, when I say campaign, I mean for single player. I don't mean Red Dead Redemption Online at all. That is something that we're gonna get into, but what I mean is Red Dead Redemption single player mode will not be getting any DLCs anytime soon. Again, we might not get them at all. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you like gaming news, topics, conversations, and just some plain old rants from time to time. My name is Dre, and let's go ahead and get started with this video. Do you remember the Ballad of Gay Tony, or The Lost and Damned, or what about Red Dead Nightmare? Those were some great DLCs, weren't they? And they were all for single player. Or what about the DLCs that we got for GTA 5 that expanded the story of Michael, Trevor, and Franklin? No, no, we didn't get any of those, did we? We got expansions for GTA 5 Online, and it seems that Rockstar is gonna go ahead and go the same route with Red Dead Redemption 2. There will be no DLCs for single player mode. At least they don't have any planning on the time being right now. They say that they're gonna have them basically in the back burner for perhaps a later time, but it does not seem like that is something they're concerned on at the moment. This is not a rumor, and this is not what I think that they're going to be doing. It is actually what they said that they were going to do. Of course, I will have the links down below where you can check my information and where I got it from, and you be the judge of that and what you think of that as well. I am going to tell you what I think so far and my point of view on it if you be so kind to listen to it. So in the articles that are listed below, they basically say that their focus is going to be on Red Dead Redemption 2 Online. They don't have any plans for working on any campaign, and honestly, if you're a single player guy that just enjoys playing a narrative kind of game, it sucks for people like us. Now, they don't completely dismiss the idea of having a DLC single player base for Red Dead Redemption 2, but the way it went for GTA 5 is just the hopes that we can have for DLC for single player. I mean, at this point, I won't even have my hopes up at all about it. To be completely fair, Red Dead Redemption 2 is a very long game. Many people probably never completed the story, as the game does take a long time and has a very long narrative story and a very long epilogue. Some might even argue that the story is already told, that you can't do anything further as far as Arthur Morgan or John Marston, because at the end of Red Dead Redemption 2, it shows you how it's going to link up to the original Red Dead Redemption 1. And even though that does make a lot of sense, I think that we are forgetting how much of a world we have where we could still have more stories that have to do with single player. And I'm not just talking about Red Dead Nightmare, even though, like myself, I'm sure there's many of us that would like to see Red Dead Nightmare take place in Red Dead Redemption 2. Obviously, I can see how it would be a little weird to have this take place in Red Dead Redemption 2, which takes place before Red Dead Redemption 1, but then the original Red Dead Nightmare takes place after or right before the ending of Red Dead Redemption 1. So I can see where there's a few plot holes that could interfere with this DLC. I personally would have enjoyed a DLC that doesn't have to do with John Marston or with Arthur Morgan. A DLC that has to do with one of the side characters, or, you know, someone else's point of view throughout the game would have been really nice. Perhaps playing as Dutch from the ending of Red Dead Redemption 2 to the ending of the epilogue of Red Dead Redemption 2. Would have been nice to see how all that happened and why he took the decision that he did at the very end of the game. But I'm sure many of us fans of Red Dead Redemption 2 could come up with hundreds of DLCs ideas for single player. And actually, if you have any ideas for DLCs, I would love to read them. Go ahead and drop them in the comments down below. Now you may think I'm over here whining and complaining for no reason. If I want more story on Red Dead Redemption 2, I can just go ahead and hop online and do what everyone else is doing and just play, you know, and enjoy what they're adding to the game. And in a sense, you are kind of right. I could just hop online and I'm sure there's a lot of story that I haven't even seen or bothered with. But it doesn't take a genius to know what's going to happen to Red Dead Redemption Online. It is going to go the same way of GTA 5. If you try playing GTA 5 right now from the beginning, GTA 5 Online, of course, you're gonna be way behind. There are gonna be people driving with this nice ass cars have this other stuff that you don't have, and you're gonna be so far behind money wise that it's gonna be impossible for you to catch up unless you spend real money, and that's where it always goes. Money, 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 money. Rockstar has proven with GTA 5 Online that you don't need to get single player DLCs as long as you have an online base where people will continually spend money, even if it's $10 a month or $5 a month, and you just keep doing that year after year after year, just adding a little bit of content, more stuff for you to buy, and there's no need for single player DLCs. They have the fan base that they need. If you like Red Dead Redemption 2 but you don't like online, oh well, they already sold you the $60 game. You're not going to spend any more money unless it's like a one-time purchase of a DLC, but they can cater to the people that are going to spend more money. And that is the biggest reason, if not the reason, why I personally don't like online DLCs, and I'm sure there's many other people that feel the same way about it. I prefer DLCs that have to do with the story. I still have to play the DLCs that have to go with Assassin's Creed. I know I'm getting a little off topic, but I know that I can just get the DLC and start playing and get the content that I'm paying for. I'm not gonna have to catch up and save up $5 million to buy this stuff, or save up and do this. And it's just the fact that even with Red Dead Redemption 1, I can pop in my copy. Yes, I still have a hard copy of Red Dead Nightmare, and I can go ahead and start playing it from the beginning and get the story of the DLC without having to do any extra tedious grinding that will encourage me to spend money to skip all that. Yes, I'm sure there's many people playing Red Dead Online that haven't spent a single dollar and have just enjoyed the game as they have been doing before. And that's great. I just think that a lot of these games are requiring you to do the grinding if you don't want to get the stuff that other people are just flat out paying for. And if that works for you, great. I personally think that just requires all your time and all your attention to one game, and you can't just hop on and enjoy more content. It's either you want more content, you're gonna have to play online and grind out to get this content. If you want single player, it seems that they're just saying, well, go ahead and replay the story again, because you're not getting a DLC for single player. I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens and which direction they decide to go, but it's very clear which direction they intend to go. As always, my name is Dre. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It would really help out the channel. Till next time, please have a great rest of your day, evening, midnight, whatever it is. Just make sure that it's great.